What's going on, everyone? This is game 2 of the Knicks versus the Cavs, and Jalen Brunson starts us off with frying James Harden immediately. Same sort of storyline. The Cavs did change their strategy, holding Brunson to only 19 points. However, he did drop 14 assists. Cat is going to light one up. The problem with the Knicks is you contain one guy, but he's just going to facilitate the rest of them. The Cavs, on the other hand, were struggling on offense very severely. Early on, Knicks were letting them pop open shots. Donovan Mitchell himself had quite a great game, 26 points, but nobody else showed up. Evan Mobley throws it up and in, misses it, and gets a putback right there. James Harden had a terrible game. Harden only had 18.6 out of 15 from the field and only 2 assists. The entire Cavs squad only had 15 assists in total. It was absolutely looking like ISO ball all game long. You see him frying up, gonna make that 3 right there. But this type of offense is highly unsustainable. Making tough shots, nope, they're going to start bricking later. You got to stay tuned to see that. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see what happens in the playoffs. Swing around that ball. Look how cool and calm the Knicks are. Everything is going in. After that initial scare in game 1, it just looks like they cannot stop rolling. Swinging around straight to OG. Gonna dunk that right in. It's so simple. Look at the play. Scramble. Josh Hart is wide open. This dude popped off 26 points. Absolutely crazy. Career high in the playoffs and 7 assists as well. Look at that defense locking them down. Run that fast break. OG just strolls on in and allows a wide open layup. People were saying that the Cavs were playing like it's a regular season game. Wide open shot for Wade. This is why I'm saying the NBA Finals is the Spurs versus OKC. The next round, whoever's in the West is going to win. Oh, Cat just lays that up. He's looking real aggressive. Only had 1 assist tonight, though. It seems the game plan for the Knicks has changed. Just let him bully his way in slow step. That's the Cat we like to see. You know the Knicks' eyes light up. Whoever has James Harden, it's a cone. Run around straight, nobody in front. And Allen, Cartney Town so aggressive, laser around. Man, it's a wrap if they make Harden look like this. Cat started cooking up Allen. Pump fake. Allen is too high up, so he's just going to roll in. Does a little bit of a head flail right here. But that's the way he acts. And 2 massive strides. Look at the angle he takes. Throws it up and it's going in. That's a tough shot from Cat. He wanted a whistle, but not going to get that here. Oh, pass around. Evan Mobley. Allow him to shoot a 3. Nope. Roll right on in for another dunk. It just feels like these big men on the Cavs have so much potential. They're just not aggressive enough or can't make their own offense. Bridges swing it around straight to McBride. As I say, everybody on the Knicks can hoop. You can see they're all confident as well. Their eyes are lighting up. Wade's going to stroll in for a layup. It seems like early on defense was optional. Oh, Donovan Mitchell cross step back. You can see he's the only one that comes to play every single night. Drops those points and it looks so smooth and effortless. You can only hope to contain Mitchell. And Alvarado gets some offense here and there. You got the bench gang out there. Cat another 3. He's really looking sweet from distance. You will see it was an absolute struggle for the Cavs to score on offense. Knicks were locking them down. Max Strus going to roll in, but everybody is around him. Throws 1 miss, 2 miss, 3 misses in a row. Evan Mobley's lucky to be there. But off the bench, you have Max Strus 5 points, 1 out of 7 from the field. Sam Merrill 4 points, 1 out of 8 from the field. And Jalen Tyson 4 points, 1 or 4 from the field. The bench for the Cavs was absolute ass tonight. Dennis Schroeder tries to do his best, but getting locked down. You can see the offense is so difficult. Even Cartney Towns shows the effort. Rare bucket for Schroeder, but again, even he didn't have that great of a game. 4 points, 2 out of 5 shooting. Oh yeah, Mikal Bridges strolling on him. You see James Harden, you attack. It's quite clear. Same thing again. Roll around that screen and attack. Floated that up and in. James Harden must step up if the Cavs want a chance to win. Every single season he gets to the playoffs, disappears. Looks so passive. Now he just floaters it up and in. But he can no longer foul bait like he used to. NBA refs changed the rule, and for the better. That's what they got to do for SGA. Oh, Jalen Brunson, ISO bag, pops that mid-range shot. You won't see from the highlights, but they were trapping Jalen Brunson, so he was expected to make the right passes. See, right there to Mikal Bridges, and they just passed around Josh Hart wide open. He made 5 3-pointers tonight, 50% shooting from that range. Looking like Steph Curry out there, and the confidence. Cavs, their 3-point defense is terrible. I was calling them out against the Pistons series. It's still getting exposed now. Ooh, Karl-Anthony Towns swinging around. Look how open Josh Hart is. Oh, that's a sweet looking spin. Knicks offense was rolling. Just look how comfortable they are with swinging the rock. Cat swinging around. Oh yeah, get it to Josh Hart. And in this position, he's going to pull a mean spin. That was so quick. Even in slow-mo, Jarrett Allen was nowhere to be seen. And they're just going to keep attacking James Harden again. You know, help defender comes, someone's going to be open. OG at the top, splash. As I say, everybody was hooping for the Knicks. Whole starter squad scored 14 or more. OG had 14, Bridges had 19, Brunson had 19, Cat had 18. And yeah, Josh Hart had 26. James Harden going to cook up. You know, Jalen Brunson fried him up all game. You want to get him back. Oh, yeah. Just straight up ISO double team. And Josh Hart is ready to practice those shots. I know NBA players, they lace them up if they're open. Give Donovan Mitchell the ball. Let him cook. Karl-Anthony Towns snack. Oh, yeah. Signature swing around late every time. How do these guys not learn how to defend Donovan Mitchell's signature move? He's just going to lay up Karl-Anthony Towns. And watch this. Swing around. Oop. Karl-Anthony Towns looking the wrong way and just floaters that up and in. It's just so effective against most people in the NBA. Only someone like Asar Thompson can lock him up doing that. Oh, Jalen Brunson. He knows the trap is coming. Pops it so deep. Splash. Doesn't get many good looks, but if you give him the chance, gonna make that every time. Oh yeah, Karl-Anthony Towns straight into the outlet pass. Brunson to Hart. They love each other. He was running away early. Jalen Brunson again. Trap treatment. Oh, these crossover moves cooking up Wade. So dangerous. Spin into the left mid. It's just unreal sometimes. Just cooking up Wade so many times. And now Josh Hart's open for another practice shot. This is where the Cavs started to collapse. They couldn't score anything, and allowing these type of open shots, come on. This defense is unreal. You already see right now that Josh Hart is wide open at the top. Why are we leaving him open non-stop? Jarrett Allen, what are you doing? Looking like a cone. Josh Hart is wide open. He's going to make that 3 too easy. You can tell that was a mistake from the beginning. I have no idea what the Cavs are doing. James Harden is throwing up wild shots. They got to tip that up and in. Rare buckets for sure. Look at the scoreboard. It's already a 13-point game. Jalen Brunson's going to start taking over with the passing. Josh Hart, another one. Cavs might have changed the strategy, but they just allow another problem to develop. You can see Jalen Brunson's going to start frying up, but we got two guys in the paint on Bridges. Josh Hart is already lining up for an open shot, and when he drives, Evan Mobley is too far behind, and this is way too much space for an NBA player. What a mistake. Knicks were absolutely frying up. Josh Hart is in attack mode. Give it to Cat. Oh yeah, baby move. Spin around into the layup. Anyone shorter than Cat is absolutely cooked from the post. Donovan Mitchell tried to get them back in the game, but this is getting ugly. Knicks are just so patient. You trap Jalen Brunson, he's going to pass that ball. Already know that's going to McBride, and he's going to make something happen. Go in, Karl-Anthony Towns going to pop that. Another baseline 3. Knicks know exactly what the Cavs are doing and getting the shots they want. Now Jordan Clarkson, he's just going to walk in for a layup. What a mistake. This one is clearly on Max Strus. Look, Jordan Clarkson gets the ball. I know you want to prevent Clarkson from going out to pop a 3, but did you forget that you can walk in for a layup because Evan Mobley is up high on Cat? So that's exactly what happens. He's just going to turn around and start walking in. Donovan Mitchell doesn't want to help because of the corner 3s, and that's just a practice shot. How are we doing this in the NBA Eastern Conference Finals? This is the recipe to go home. Trap him, swing around that ball, someone's got to be open. Now he's just going to go attack mode and lob it up to Robinson. I mean, it's simple as that. The other thing was the Cavs missed 10 free throws this game. A professional NBA team missing 10 free throws? Come on now. Oh yeah, give it to Tyson. Too easy. James Harden needs help. They're ready to double team him, switch on Schroeder, but now OG gets a cone defense. Gonna light it up over his head. James Harden really a liability in the fourth quarter defensively. Schroeder trying to do his best. 3 Knicks come around. James Harden gets that open shot, but passes around to Mitchell, and he's like that. He's gonna float that up and in. The lead does come back to 8, but Jalen Brunson starts taking over with the passing. Mikal Bridges just floaters it up and in. What are we going to do next game? Cavs have to come storming back, or it's going to be a sweep. I personally think the Cavs have absolutely no chance. Look at the way they're playing their games. OG just walks on in for another layup wide open basically. This is demonstrating their terrible defense. I know Pistons were winning their games. They were so close to taking the series, but Knicks are a whole different beast. You have Jalen Brunson and squad leading the charge. Another open three. It seems like the Cavs already gave up. Cavs did see some success doing these type of plays where Donovan Mitchell gets trapped, swinging around the ball. Someone got to be open. James Harden going to make that in. Finally, he's making shots. But on the other side, Jalen Brunson's just way too quick for Harden. Tries to foul bait and crisscrosses a shot in. Okay, now. Every time Jalen Brunson sees Harden, it's a free bucket. He's going to go right on in. And James Harden's position, he's too high up. Tries to draw a foul with that shoulder. Nope. And Jalen Brunson has the balls to crisscross his legs and take a mid-range like that. What type of shot selection is this? I mean, if he makes it, it's fine, right? Josh Hart gonna flick one up. Oh, nothing was going right for the Cavs. They're trying to make them shots in the clutch, but nope. Jalen Brunson gets that ball and turns on the Jets. Mitchell couldn't do anything because he had 4 or 5 fouls at that point. Kenny Atkinson is so dejected. Just floaters it up again. It's looking bleak. So let's see what happens in the next game. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to give a like and subscribe if you want to see who's going to win the championship.